Good morning and welcome back to the Social Stack 66-Day Challenge. Get started in social media. I'm Amy Stack and today is day 17 of our challenge. Today I'm going to show you how to schedule posts, but before I do that, if this is your first time here and you want to learn more about marketing and social media for business, start now by subscribing to my channel by clicking that red subscribe button and then the bell icon. Let's go ahead and get started. Knowing how to schedule your Facebook posts helps you save time, creating individual posts, and provide consistent content for your followers. When you time block an hour or two a week to create your content and schedule it out ahead of time, you can take the pressure off of yourself to come up with something new every day or to create a new post the second something inspires you. So you can kind of keep a section on your phone or keep a notepad with you or something that anytime something strikes you in a way that inspires you to create something, write it down so you don't have to drop everything you're doing and create it right then. You can also release your content more consistently and more strategically, making it more likely to be seen by your followers. So when you are posting every single day versus 5 posts in one day, the Facebook algorithms will consider you more I don't want to say consistent again, but that's what it is. They consider your page to be more consistent, so it's a better place in their mind to send people looking for your type of information because they know that it's always going to have new content available and be a good source for their clients, which are, their Facebook users. So that's why you want to be consistent, and then being able to plan it ahead of time, you can be more strategic with your posts. So maybe you need to put them in a certain order. That will help with the planning ahead. And then also time blocking means you are not feeling that crunch time like, oh, it's been 5 days since I posted. I have to come up with something. What am I going to do? So when you time block to do it, you plan it out ahead of time. You set that time aside to be able to post all of your stuff for a whole week or, for a month, depending on how long you want to do it for. I usually just do mine a week at a time, but then you're not always running around trying to figure out what do I need to post today, where am I posting, any of that stuff. You're not scatterbrained and you're not trying to drop everything to go and post on social media. So I really find it helpful to do your time blocking, and Facebook is great in the fact that it allows you to schedule your posts ahead of time. So that's what we're going to cover today. To do that, you just log into your page like normal, and over on the left-hand side, we'll have a button here that says Publishing Tools. And again, I'm in the new Facebook look, so if you're still on Classic, there'll be a bar across the top that says Publishing Tools. So go ahead and click that. And I believe this screen is the same for Classic and the new look once it loads here. Okay, so once that page loads, you'll be able to see a button right here, a blue one that says Create Post. You can see that I can also view what's already been published on my page. But we're going to concentrate on our future posts right now. So go ahead and hit that Create Post button. And if you've already connected an Instagram account, you will have the option here to post it to Instagram as well. If not, we will do that connection in another video later on in the challenge, so don't worry. So you're going to write whatever content you want here and add your media. So whether you have a photo or a video, you would just click whichever one is applicable and then upload it from your downloads folder or your desktop, wherever you have that stored. And if you want to, move this out of the way here. Didn't want to move. If you want to add a link to your post, you can put that in here as well. And if you want to tag your location, you also have that option right here. Okay. So once you have everything in there, you'll just hit this down arrow on the far right. If you hit publish, it will publish right away. So if you hit the down arrow, you'll have an option to schedule a post. You can see the little calendar comes up, so you can just tap on that and click whatever day you want it to go out. So let's say I want this to go out next Wednesday, and you can also change your time. You just type in whatever time you want that to go out, and then hit schedule. So it's pretty simple. When you're all set with that, you can always, you want to double check everything here, but then just hit that blue schedule post at the bottom. And now it's scheduled. So it should, it's going to reload for us right now. It's taken us into this scheduled post section. So originally, when we clicked publish posts, we were in the published post section, so we saw things that were already posted. Once you hit schedule, it will take you into the scheduled posts. So once you have 4 or 5 scheduled, you'll see the whole list of them here for everything you have scheduled to go out. Quick tip, if you are posting on Instagram as well, this will be a little Instagram icon. It won't show both, it'll just show Instagram because you will always be posting it to Facebook when you are using this system. So here is our scheduled post. You see I just wrote your content, and I can click on it and see a preview of the post over here. Obviously, I didn't put any media or anything with it, but if I need to make a change, I can just hit these 3 little dots. I can either delete it altogether, I can reschedule it, meaning I can change the time, or I can publish it right away. If I hit these 3 dots next to the content, it should, my page is a little slow today. We should also be able to edit the content in there. Let's just hit reschedule. See, that'll just open up the calendar for you. Canceling the schedule, you can see if you cancel, it'll be moved to drafts and won't be published, so you won't lose your post. But we'll go ahead and hit that. And then you can see there's just under the scheduled post button, there's a draft button here. So, it hasn't refreshed yet. Sometimes it takes a minute or two. My internet's a little slow today, but it will show up here in your drafts if you move it over to drafts. So you cancel the schedule, but not the entire post. Let's refresh that and see if it pops in. All right, okay, so after I refresh the page, you can see that that draft is right there. So again, I can click on it and do this actions drop down. Or I can just click on the post directly and hit edit. And then I can edit the content right there. So let's say I want to add a background, or if I want to change the text or add any of our other options in here, we can do that through that edit as well. I gotta move my little picture again. And then we'll have that option to share now. Oops, I clicked too fast. Let's go ahead and hit edit. Oops. All right, let's try that again. So we just pick a background. You can edit the text on there if you want to, or use any of these buttons to update your post. You can do a preview. You can hit share now and it'll go now. Or you have these options here. There's a little drop down and you can go back to schedule your post. And again, choose your date and time after you've already scheduled it and want to make an edit. This is how you'll go in and do that. And now our post right now turned into a schedule post. So there's a couple different ways to schedule your post, to edit a post, and to see what you have already scheduled so you can remember to what you have already scheduled so you don't end up having duplicate posts. I do recommend using a social media content calendar, whether it's just a list of, Sunday through Monday, Sunday through Saturday, I suppose, of a list of what content you plan on posting. That way you just have it all written out. It's a nice little visual, especially if you're using multiple platform. So that's just an extra little tip for you. It's nothing that you go buy or anything. You can just make a list on a spreadsheet or a note in your phone, just so you have an idea of what content you're posting where and when. So we went over how to schedule your posts, how to see what's already been scheduled, what you have in your drafts, and then if you want to see what has already been published, that's in the published post section as well. We will dig into the published analytics a little bit later in our challenge, but in the meantime, that's going to conclude our training for today. So remember to join me tomorrow to learn about those Facebook insights and how they can help you grow your following. And before you head out, go ahead and let me know what you plan to use for your first topic in your first scheduled post. Then go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you tomorrow.